So obviously this is the market cycle where the Cardano DeFi ecosystem can truly take off. But there was a question from Uber John that I think is actually a very good question. Is the lack of a US dollar backed stablecoin going to hinder Cardano's DeFi ecosystem growth as we move through this next bull market cycle? So the way that I look at this is Cardano is essentially a new launch. All right. We got to ignore the years past because it did not have certain things, right? It did not have the ability to create smart contracts. That wasn't launched until late 2021. So we didn't witness a bull market cycle with that. We didn't have the ability to create cheap, easy to use dApps until the Vassal hard fork, which was late last year. So we're still kind of in the early days of true Cardano DeFi. Now, yes, I think at some point we do need to have a backed US dollar stablecoin. Okay. djed is cool. I think the functionality is great, but I think it's important that you do have a pegged backed stablecoin. Now, if you guys remember, there is going to be the launch of USDA, and I think I saw that they might actually even be changing the name of it. And what people should understand is that USDA has the true potential to be the best stablecoin in all of crypto. Now, that might seem like a big say, but when we look at other stables throughout the space, right? When we look at DAI, when we look at USDT, when we look at USDC, all of them are somewhat backed by fiat, but not entirely backed by fiat. All right. DAI, I think, is actually the least backed. It's mostly backed by crypto assets. I think USDT is backed by US dollars and some US treasuries. And then I believe USDC is backed by fiat and some other crypto assets as well, or US dollar assets or something like that. Anyways, USDA is going to be the only fiat truly 100% backed stablecoin, which means you can always redeem it at a 1-to-1 ratio. It should always keep its peg because each US dollar that is in USDA will have a single US dollar backing it. All right. That's where the true potential lies with this stable. Now, obviously, this has been delayed because of the uncertainties in terms of regulations. That is at least what's been stated. They've said that it's ready to go. So this ecosystem is in fact ready to have this fiat-backed stablecoin immediately. All right. Once they figure this out and this is launched, which I'm guessing should be before the bull market cycle, it was supposed to be this year, that's when we can truly see this big growth. Okay. People want an off ramp. They want something to actually truly back the assets within Cardano. Obviously, right now there's bridges and people use stuff on exchanges and kind of do whatever, right? But this is something that will obviously help promote that, especially as we get into that larger adoption, in terms of businesses and institutional investors and things like that. So in the short term, I don't think the lack of a US dollar backed stablecoin is hindering the growth, but I think at some point it will in fact be necessary. And it seems like Cardano, they've had all these things very well thought out for a very long period of time. It's the reason why USDA was even discussed back in 2022 and getting ready to be launched this year. They have made major preparations for this bull market cycle. Just know that when the bull market does launch, I am guessing that everything will be in place and ready to go. We're at 85, 90% completed in terms of the infrastructure of Cardano, and USDA looks like is set to be a big portion of that. So I appreciate you guys. Hopefully that answered your question, Uber John. Hopefully that provides some clarity for other people within the community. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Take care.